Vegetation management helps reduce the threat of wildfires and enhances the resiliency of the electric grid. For most consumer-owned utilities, the task can be daunting due to the vast size of their service territories. Located in Central Oregon, Central Electric Cooperative Service Territory spans 5,300 square miles and 7 counties. 56% is federally managed land, including multiple national forests. The cooperative's electric grid has roughly 340 miles of overhead transmission and distribution lines and 5,300 utility poles just on federal land. Partnering with federal land agencies is paramount to curbing wildfire risks. The working relationship can have its challenges, including a lengthy permitting process. It took Central Electric over a year and a half to get approval to replace aging power poles and remove encroaching vegetation along a 13-mile overhead power line route in the Camp Sherman area.
So when we have to go do routine maintenance, whether it's remove vegetation, replace equipment, we shouldn't be held to a 18-month standard to replace a single pole or remove a tree that poses a risk to both CEC's facilities and potentially the general public.
Recently, the United States Forest Service addressed time delays with a new rule to help streamline the process for utilities to mitigate vegetation hazards that could lead to wildfires. A big step in the right direction.
Well, I think it's important that we work hand in hand, basically because the overall goal is the same. When we can do our job on a timely basis, it goes a long ways to protecting our communities and the general public at large.
CEC's ongoing efforts tie into the National Cohesive Wildland Fire Management Strategy, which involves government and non-government stakeholders dedicated to developing 3 main goals: resilient landscapes, fire-adapted communities, and safe and effective wildfire response. Oregon Living with Fire is a leader in Central Oregon on pursuing these goals.
Well, right now, utility companies have a huge role to play. Having an organization and a company like Central Electric take the initiative to say, hey, you know what? We are going to do what we can. What we have control over is our easement. So we are going to do treatments to ensure that our infrastructure is safe from high-intensity wildfire, that our end users are going to have consistent service, and that we aren't going to be that next ignition risk. And so at the end of the day, this easement here ties into all 3 of those things. The landscape is going to be healthier for it, the community is going to be better prepared, and our wildland firefighters are going to be able to respond more effectively into the future.
CEC is proud to play an integral role in a much larger collaborative effort to reduce wildfire risks while delivering safe, reliable energy to the communities it serves.